Good evening, everyone. What's up? Just ate a satisfying meal. Topped it off the measly desserts. Mr. Hot is speaking. Previously, there was a video informing the population on why white potatoes are not a vegetable. This is going to be another informative video, and this video is going to be on why peanuts are not a nut. For a while, during early childhood and adolescence, many people thought a peanut was actually a nut. Well, not a lot of people do, but a fair amount do. Well, peanuts are actually not a nut. They are a legume. Why are they a legume? Peanuts aren't a nut because of how they grow, their nutrition content, and well, only for those two reasons. Its nutrition content and how it grows. Well, peanuts are not like other nuts. They're just the word nut in them because they've been mistaken as a nut. Peanuts are also known as goobers or groundnuts because they grow underground. Peanut plants. So they grow like other legumes. Legumes grow on the ground or near the ground, like beans, peas. They grow very similar to those. And by the way, this is off topic, but legumes include a family of lupins, peanuts, soybeans, peas, and beans. And that's what they basically are. Now, it's nutritional content. Peanuts have similar nutrition to nuts. They're energy dense. They have a little bit of protein, a little bit of fiber, and some minerals. Well, they have a lot of they have more carbohydrates than, because they're a legume, they naturally have more carbohydrates than real nuts. And they're not as and they don't have the same health effects or health benefits as nuts do. Don't be mistaken by these. These nuts do not lower the risk of cancer or keep people full longer compared to what nuts do. Those are the redeemable qualities of nuts. But sadly, peanuts should only be eaten by the fistful, though. Some may argue that, peanuts, it is a nut because it says the word nut in it. Well, ground nuts, whatever they call it, it's not a nut from the reasons explained. It doesn't grow like a nut. It doesn't have the same redeemable qualities as a real nut. And it does not grow on a tree. All nuts grow on trees, but these nuts don't grow on trees. These quote-unquote nuts are legumes. And some may argue that, but they have a shell. Well, they grow underground and the shell protects them from being dirty. Some may argue that it's a nut because they were told that was a nut. Well, don't believe all aspects that are said to the public. This is just propaganda. There's no reason to believe what each aspect said is a fact. It's just what the majority's told, so the majority knows what the majority's told. Lesson learned. Ultimately, the goal of this video is to inform that peanuts are not a nut and they are not a health food either. Peanuts are considered to be either a comfort food or a novelty food. They're a novelty food in France, but they're a comfort food in America, and they're considered a quote-unquote source of protein in they originally were for the Aztecs because peanuts were native to Mexico and several other areas in the New World, Mesoamerica. And they're used quite often in Africa as a staple, which they shouldn't be because of its nutrient density, from its energy density. That's due to its low water content. So peanuts, they're not a nut, they're not their own category, they're a legume. Overall, peanuts serve different purposes, but not the purposes that some people think they are, as being beneficial to the human body, or like being considered one aspect of this food group. Sorry, peanuts belong with other fats. I mean, yes, it's a source of good fats, but it belongs with at the top of the food pyramid, literally. It doesn't belong with the nuts category, or quote unquote good fats category. It doesn't belong with like the olive oil doesn't belong there either. Sorry, it doesn't belong with the real tree nuts like almonds, walnuts, cashews, pistachios, pine nuts, etc., or the nuts and seeds and avocados, the source of healthy fats. It belongs with the junk food category, literally. Well, that's enough of that. There's little else to say, a little more to say. With that, all just to say for this video. This is Mr. Hotta signing off. Peace out. Good night. Yeah.